Welcome back to the channel, friends. It is good to be here, and I hope you're doing well. So today we're going to be taking a look at the demo version of a game called Necromancer For a week. This is a roguelike creature collector where you will assemble a team of 2 monsters, teach them moves, discover synergies, and then engage in 2v2 turn-based battles. Now, this game oozes with retro vibes that I really do enjoy, and the battle system takes a lot more thought and creativity than simply just mashing the attack button. Now, if you like this game and you want to check it out for yourself, you can certainly do so. There's a free demo available right now on Steam. Otherwise, the game does release on the 14th of August, which is, of course, today. So check it out if you like. So we're going to hop on into a brand new run. Smash the like button if you're liking the content right here on the channel. Consider becoming a subscriber if you are new here as well. Would greatly appreciate that. You can also become a member. Thank you so much. Now let's rock and roll. Alright, so each run begins with the starter selection, the first being a creature called Oozes, probably something that Dodds Factor is quite familiar with. The kangaroo with the little Joey in the front pouch there. So in battle, each move does cost AP. The one value right there is the AP cost of the move. So we have Raw Knuckle. So this is going to do 10 damage to the enemy, and then depending on how many power stacks Oozes has, it's going to do bonus damage. Power is a buff in this game. We also have Fade Back, only usable after an offensive move. The monster that uses it gains 15 block. Quite nice. Seems like a pretty versatile character. 45 HP. Next up, we have Irolo. So 30 HP on this guy. He's got the Brainstorm technique. Deal 2 damage to the target enemy for each other move your monsters know. Interesting. So monsters, meaning you and your teammate, right? Interesting. We got Cultivate Focus. A random friendly monster learns patience that doesn't already know it. Patience will give you 1 AP, but then you forget it, meaning you will no longer be able to use that in that battle. And then last up, we have Accrued Knowledge. Your monster gains 3 block for each move they know. Your monsters. Okay, so that is a broad block buff. So this guy's all about stacking up moves, right? And a big part of this game is actually adding to your moveset. So it seems pretty interesting, actually. Then last up, we have Pangilla. So 35 HP on this fellow here. He's got a very costly 2 AP move called Pain Harvest, which deals 12 damage to the target enemy, then restores half that much HP. Pretty good. And also, Bicep Flex, gain 1 AP, forget after 2 uses. Okay. Interesting. I think for today's run, let's go ahead and go with Oozes. Pay a little respect to Dodds and Loose Moose. And let's go. All right, so begin night 1, and you're going to see a little grid is going to unfold for us, or maybe a little pathway, right? And a big part of this game is adding to your team. You can do so at these little gravestones here. Given we're a necromancer after all, we're going to be reanimating the dead. So before us, we have Eaglin. So let's see, let's learn a little bit more about him. So appears to be a griffin of some sort. He's got 2 0 AP moves, Aerial Command and Aerial Procedure, okay? A random friendly monster learns Precision Strike that doesn't already know it. That will deal 8 damage to target enemy and then forget, okay? Aerial Procedure gives you block. You will also forget to a random friendly monster. Okay, interesting. So this guy will actually give moves to your other units. Kind of seems like a decent, maybe pairing with that eyeball guy, the Iolo guy. Interesting. And we also have Sparkatus. So what is this guy all about? Like a Spark Mantis. You know, shout out to Mega Man. Surge Flux. So what does this do? So resets his charge randomly between 1 and 20. Okay, so this guy seems to be all about building these charge stacks. Okay, interesting. So you use this, it'll give you a random amount of charge between 1 and 20, and then you can kind of taper that into his other moves. So, Voltaic Output. Deal damage to target enemy equal to the charge. Okay, resets the charge to 0. Static Barrier. Gains block equal to charge. Okay, so he's all about how many charge stacks can you get on him. It's going to make his moves either more or less effective. I do probably like that. Like, let's do that. Let's play around with Power with Oozes and Sparkatus with the charge. Let's go. And each combat sequence does feature well, at least 2 of your monsters, okay? You can have a maximum of 2. Sometimes you'll be fighting 1 or 2 monsters. So let's select them both and let's begin. And immediately the battle sequence will probably remind you maybe of like Pokemon or something where, you know, your units you're seeing their back, and then the enemy you're facing, you're seeing the front, right? So let's begin. Down here in the bottom right corner, we do have 3 AP that we need to use strategically. And like I said in the intro, this game is a lot more than just mashing the attack button, right, to just power through battles. You have to kind of think about what you're doing, because Basically, you can use each move once, okay? So I can't use Rod Knuckle 3 times, right? It's not going to let me. I can use it once, and then it's retired for that turn, all right? So you got to figure out kind of the sequence of things, and some moves will play off other moves as well. So it does look like Spark Disc starts with 20 charge sparks here. So let's go ahead and see. I mean, I think Voltaic output is great. It's going to deal 20 damage based on how I'm reading this. So I think the answer is yes. I mean, yeah, that's a huge hit. Just a giant hit. And this guy right here is going to be gaining temper. So I do believe that that causes him to do more damage the more stacks of temper he has. But it looks like he's just randomly getting stacks of charge. I kind of like this one. So let's go with Surge Flux. Okay, never mind. So that resets it. Got it. Okay. Well, we could use Static Barrier and then Raw Knuckle. I mean, this guy's not attacking, so let's use Raw Knuckle and then fade back. And yeah, this fight's going to be over quick. So we'll see. On turn reset, does the charge counter? Does not. Okay, so let's use Surge Flux again. So now we got 9. So that's a decent hit. Boom. And then Asaru. Take him out. Boom. Very good. It was a 1v2. We should have won it anyways, and onwards we go. Alright, so now we have another opportunity to reanimate. So we have Hexabore and Irola. Okay, so this is the eyeball guy. Man, if we went with that Eagle before, right? The only thing I don't really like too much about him is his moves are very, very expensive at 2 AP. To really do anything, right? What do we know about Hexabore? So Blind Charge and Make Dizzy. Blind Charge, deal 3 damage to a random enemy plus 3 for each Blind Charge used this battle. Okay, so it gets progressively stronger. I like it. Make Dizzy. Apply 1 Daze to target enemy. Dazed is a debuff that makes the monster deal 50% less damage. Okay. I mean, I think we can use them for sure. And we're going to be building a little bench up of our monsters. And if our monsters die, I do believe that that is the end of your monster, okay? And you do not heal after battle. You do heal after you reach the end, though, and are successful, okay? So keep that in mind. So we're going to be building up a little stable of monsters. But I think Asaru and Sparktis are good for now. So it's a 2v2 here. So let's get after it. Alright, so nice. He's got 13 charge stacks. I mean, that's real good. Enraged. Unblock damage for moves. It gains 1 power. Okay, so that's a way to get power stacks right there. The Enraged buff, I guess you could call it. And these guys are also telegraphing what they're going to do, so they're going to hit each of our units for 3, right? So we definitely need to make sure that we get our block working for us in this one. So let's use Voltaic output. Let's hit him. Boom. It's a huge hit, man. Just a huge hit. Now, of course, this guy's going to do more damage at 4. Okay, so he's got 17 charge stacks now, man. I mean, that's really, really good. So let's go ahead and let's maybe play it on the safe side this particular turn. Let's use Static Barrier on you. And for you, well, I guess he's got to use Raw Knuckle, doesn't he? So let's hit him. Let's use Surge Flux. Nice, he's up to 20 stacks of charge again. This is good. Asaru will take a hit, but he's pretty sturdy at 45 max HP. Not too worried about it. So I think we got to hit you with the big hit, right? Yes, boom. All right, nice big hit there. 8. Except for he can't attack again. Oh, let's see. So Raw Knuckle. Looks like they're both targeting you. That'll be okay. Let's Raw Knuckle you down. Boom. Get wrecked. And then you use Static Barrier in face and completely mitigate the damage. Sounds good to me. Just 1 charge stack. Let's see if we can get some more. Although it doesn't really matter. Raw Knuckle for the win. Asaru. You know, just the fighting prowess of the kangaroo. Alright, so now we have a tome. And this is going to help us learn a new move for our monsters. So this particular tome will teach Asaru Joey Jab Jab. It is a free use move. Deals 2 damage to enemy twice. Okay, interesting. Or we have Close Your Eyes. So this is for Hexabore. Another target monster learns a copy of Blind Charge and Forget. Another target monster learns a copy of Blind Charge, Forget. So you will forget Close Your Eyes, but they will be able to use Blind Charge. I mean, that's kind of interesting. I kind of like his kit, but I mean, like, let's be honest. Like, I think Sparktus is really, really good. Like, his damage output is certainly there. And then Asaru, I mean, he's our starter. I like his kit. I feel like he needs maybe some more moves. So, let's go ahead with Joey Jab Jab, I think. Either that or we go close your eyes. And we try to use Hexapore and Asaru as well. I think that's an option. Or we could use Sparktus and Asaru. Or Sparktus and Hexapore, more like. Let's go Joey Jab Jab. I'm okay with that. And on into a fight. So this, of course, will end what's called the first night. So I think if it's not broken, we don't need to fix it. Let's go with our two boys, Sparktus and Asaru. Let's get in there. 50 HP on these guys. 14 charge stacks, though. This guy's going to be taking 2 hits for 8 each. So let's see if we can get a decent amount of block on him. We've got a couple of opportunities. So first and foremost, let's get the hit. Boom. Okay, so now he's got 9. So I could try to re-roll this. Could also use Fade Back on him, which will give him 15. I think we do that. Alright, very, very good. And then we can use Static Barrier. Now he's got 24 stacks of block, of course, and he's going to be just fine. Let's use Joey Jab Jab. Surge Flux, maybe we get a higher value. We do not. That's okay. Nothing wrong with playing defensive and staving off that damage. Alright, so what are these guys going to do? They're going to gain power and also block. Okay, so they're going to power up a little bit. We need to roll this. Okay, so 10. I mean, it's a respectable hit. It's not great, but it's a respectable hit. So let's go all offense this particular turn. Hit him. Boom. Alright, excellent. We have Raw Knuckle. Let's use Joey Jab Jab. And then let's see. I mean, let's just use Fade Back. Alright, so the block has been applied, and now they're getting a little more powered up. So let's see. So he's going to be taking 20 damage this particular turn, but we can take this guy out with relative ease. So you got 11 coming your way. Let's go Raw Knuckle on you. Boom. Get out of here. So now we just need 10. So let's use Voltaic Output. And now we got 15. So this is good. Static Barrier. Yes. And Joey Jab Jab for the end of the round. Very, very good. Send turn there. Sparktus, man. I am really impressed by Sparktus. I think he's got a good kit. And unfortunately, we don't get a good charge there. That is not good, but this guy's powering up this turn. And notice the power stacks, they do not wither, right? They stay put. So let's get a couple of hits on him. Raw Knuckle. Yep. Joey Jab Jab. You bet. That's kind of a funny move. Like, I envision the kangaroo getting in close. And the little Joey in the front just laying it down, right? Laying the wood. Alright, Voltaic outputs. He's got 9. I could try to re-roll this for something a little bit better. I mean, it maxes out at 20. Let's go ahead and Raw Knuckle him first. So he's going to hit for 12. So if we do this, and just get the hit on him, take his block down a little bit, and then use Fade Back, we're going to be just fine. I think a stack of 12 is pretty good. So the Joey breaks through the block, and, you know, here we are. We're cooking. Alright, so 15. We'll take outputs. And how about the Joey gets the kill? What do you say? Absolutely. Good job, Joey. Alright, way to go. Onwards, we move. Now we can begin the second night. And we're going to get an opportunity to add yet another creature to our ranks. So we have Hypner. Or Trick. Okay, so what does Hypner do? Echoed Wrath, Echoed Aegis, Echoed Insight. Learn a copy of a random offensive move from an uncalled monster, and then forget this. Okay, so monsters left on the bench. Defensive move, okay. Strategic move. Interesting. So this guy's going to kind of shape himself into what you have on your bench. Kind of interesting. Otherwise, we have eye trick. So combo barrage. Deal 3 damage to target enemy for each other move used this turn. Okay. I mean, that's quite interesting. And then into hiding. Target monster gains 20 block. Wow. It does cost 2, but I think it's a good option. I think eye trick is probably just a little bit better. So let's take him. You bet. Get it, eye trick. And into a fight. So let's see. It looks like we have one of these boar guys. And then the other option. Well, it's not broken. Don't fix it. Let's begin fight. And you will notice we are full health now, right? Alright, so they are coming out of the gate swinging with a big hit for 12. But if I use voltaic output, I think this guy's going to like daze me and stuff. So let's use voltaic output. Boom. Let's use fade back. Now he's got a stack of 20, man. That is excellent. But let's hit him and use that 20 next turn. Can probably just take this guy out. Very, very good. I mean, 20 is pretty insane. Just for a stock move, right? Alright, so now we're going to be gaining bleed stacks. Okay, so both of these guys are going to be applying bleed. Looks like this guy will apply just 1. This guy's going to be applying 3. And bleed is rough in this game because it saps your life every single turn and does not go down as far as I know. So we have to take this guy out, and I think we can, actually. So let's go ahead and do voltaic output. Boom. And also, you cannot block it either. Nice, he gets an 18 charge stack. Absolutely terrific. Raw Knuckle, and then the Joey to finish the job. Alright, 1 AP remains. We could do fade back. I mean, we don't really have to do anything here, but let's just use fade back and end turn. Alright, so his block breaks. The bleed has been applied. And now what's he going to do? He's going to gain some more block. He's going to attempt to anyways, but let's hit him big. Nice, he got another 10 stack. I mean, seems like we're getting pretty lucky lately with the charge stacks. Let's fade back and let's end turn there. He's going to gain blocks, so we're going to have to obviously put the hurt on him this turn, but let's see what he does. Some more bleeds. You can see we're just taking damage, right? And the bleed does not go away. Kind of scary. Let's compromise the shield. I mean, no reason to be anything but just pure aggressive here. And he's got 12, so that'll be good to carry over into next turn. Let's hold on to it. More bleed stacks, of course. Alright, so he's trying to add more block and face, but it's not going to happen because he gets taken out. Absolutely excellent. And onward we go. So we have another fight here. These two guys, I'm not familiar with who they are. But let's bring out the two heavy hitters. And let's see what these guys have in store for us. So thick skin gains 10 block after taking unblocked damage from a move, then loses all thick skin. Okay, so when they take damage, they're going to add 10 block. And then loses all thick skin. Okay. So it's like a buff that gives you future block, essentially, when you take damage. How about 18 charge stacks, man? Yes, boom. Huge hit. Like just a massive hit. Surge Flux, let's reroll this. It's a 3 again. What are the chances of that? So now he's got 10 shields, so let's go ahead and hit this guy. Boom. Let's use fade back. So 15. I mean, he's going to take some damage, but I'm okay with that. We do heal at the end of the night, if we can make it there. Let's go ahead and end the turn right there. Alright, so their block does break, and now we're going to learn a little bit more about their offensive capabilities. Looks like they're trying to gain some power. Alright, well, let's use Surge Flux. Nice, the 10 stack is great. These guys have a lot of HP, too. Alright, 13 stack now. That's good. Let's go all out offense. Joey jab. And fade back with Asaru, you bet. Alright, so power has been applied. They're going to be hitting for a little bit more. So 12 and 12. They're spreading it around. Alright, so I could use static barrier. I mean, yes. Let's use it. Rolls for 9. Let's use raw knuckle. And then fade back. Very, very good. Alright, good job, guys. Way to hang in there. So let's raw knuckle you. Boom. And the Joey. Get it done. Good job. I'm fine with a 9 hit. I think that's pretty good. See if we can roll it up to a 7. Let's use the static barrier, see if we can get a better roll. Down to a 5 now. That's alright. So he gains more power. Now he's going to be hitting, 15. Like 15 is a big hit, but fade back can get it done. So let's use Surge Flux. Up to 20. Massive, massive hit by our boy. Absolutely. Let's use fade back. 15-15 will cancel that damage and a nice little punch. And a few jabs by the Joey. And turn. Let's use it for the win. You bet. But you see what I mean? Like, you can't just mindlessly mash through your skills. You gotta be careful about what you're selecting. All right, so what do we have? Prime Antennas for Sparktus, which does what? Add 4 to Sparktus's charge. Max 20. Okay, so plus 4. Interesting. I mean, good, right? Good. Doesn't cost anything either. Otherwise, we have Dedication for Asaru. Refresh one of your monster's moves at random. Interesting. Let's think about this. Refresh one of your monster's moves at random. That is any monster at all. I like it. I'm going to go with Dedication. I mean, my thought there is if this guy right here can get 2 decent stacks of charge, he can do a ton of damage, right? So let's see if we can put it to work. Let's go. Alright, so we've got some creepy crawlies in this one that are going to poison. Okay, great. Alright, first and foremost, Surge Flux. Let's use it. Boom. Alright, 18 stacks. Here we go. So let's get a big hit on you. Boom. Huge hit. Now he's got 6. So I could use Raw Knuckle. We could use Dedication. I mean, they are poisoning me. They are not attacking me per se, but they're poisoning. So let's use Raw Knuckle. Boom. Let's try this. Okay, it gives them Surge Flux back. I think we can reroll this. Up to 19 now. Terrific. Couple of Joey jabs and then let's fade back. End the turn there. Alright, so poison has been applied. What does this do? Poison decreases by 1, okay. I mean, obviously, you don't want a ton of poison stacks, but this particular guy right here can just absolutely take him out. So let's do it. Boom. Huge hit. And he rolls another 19. So let's go ahead and refresh that. And hit him again. Boom. Huge hit. Now he's got 20, man. Wow. Man, he is on a roll. He absolutely is. So let's just get some DPS on him. And let's call that a very effective turn. Alright, poison does its thing. And it hurts. But let's hit him for a huge 20 shot. And he rolls a 15. So let's give him a refresh and take him out. Alright, these two are working together well. Absolutely they are. And that's what it's all about, right? Like figuring out the synergy. Or figuring out a synergy with the skills that you have. So we have plus 20 max HP. Could give it to any monster that we like. I mean, it's plus 20 max HP. That's quite a bit. Otherwise, we have Taunt Tome. Okay, so this will give your unit taunt. I think the 20 max HP is great. And I think we got to give it to our boy, Sparktis. I mean, I think you have to. Absolutely. Get it, Sparktis. And in the final fight of night 2. Let's go. Alright, so 90 HP on this guy. You kidding me? What is this guy going to do? Fortified. Change its block at the start of its turn. Okay, so this guy will retain block. And this guy has more HP, but I think we have to focus on this guy first and foremost. I really do. Got 4 damage incoming. Let's hit him with the voltaic output. 13. Let's go ahead and refresh that. And get it again. We do heal if we win this fight, right? So. Surge Flux. Let's do it. Up to 19 stacks, man. Sparktis is a madman. So let's Raw Knuckle. And Joey Jab. Boom. Couple of hits by the Joey. Let's call that a pretty good turn. I mean, did a lot of damage that opening turn there. He's got 20. Okay, so he's going to stack up more block. Yeah, so I think we made the right choice trying to take out this guy first because he'll just keep stacking up block on himself and it doesn't decay. You know what I mean? So voltaic output. Yes, boom. And he rolls a 7. Well, let's see. So I could hit him twice with the Raw Knuckle. Actually, I could just do this. So let's refresh this. Let's go Surge Flux. We get up to 13, which is terrific. This guy's going to add a +4 temper to himself. Let's hit you. Let's Raw Knuckle you. Boom. Get him out of here. And Joey Jabs. Alright, very good. 6 charge stacks on Sparktis. Alright, so now he's going to attack me for 8. Not really that big of a deal. Surge Flux up to 20. You love to see it. Huge hit. And 11 now. So of course, using Dedication there, it could have refreshed Surge Flux, but we got lucky, and it did voltaic output. However, I think what I have to do here is we have to Raw Knuckle, and then fade back. I should have used the Joey Jab. My bad. Alright, how about a big 11 hit? Boom. And he rolls a 6. So let's Raw Knuckle. Let's use Dedication. Gives me the Raw Knuckle back. Do it again. And Joey Jabs. Boom. Good deal. Could Surge Flux. Up to 7. Not bad. Alright, so what is this guy going to do with all of his temper? Just stack his damage. Essentially, he's got 21 HP remaining. I mean, that's essentially... That's a Raw Knuckle. It's a Dedication. That's another Raw Knuckle. And a voltaic output. You're done, buddy. And night 2 completes. Okay, so last demo night. Okay. So this is it. Night 3. Let's see if we can turn in a winner. We'll certainly find out. It looks like we have some opening skills. So we have Encouragement or Close Your Eyes. Okay, so we already saw that one. How about Encouragement? It's another free use skill. Target monster gains 1 power whenever an ally uses a move. Refresh this. Okay, so 1 power. That is a way to add power to Asaru to make his opening skill, right, his basic attack, do more damage. I like it quite a bit. Let's definitely do it. And into a fight. All right, so we got 2 pine cone looking dudes that apply poison, of course. So they're going to start things off by whittling us down. Now, if I use Encouragement, like, let's think about this for a second. So, it's free to use. Can be used again that turn. I mean, yes. So let's use this on you, okay? We can use voltaic outputs. Boom. Right? And then we can go back and hit Encouragement again. So he rolls 9. We can use Dedication. It'll give me either Encouragement again or voltaic output. So we get encouragement again. So yeah, let's use it again. Absolutely. Now he's going to be hitting for 13 with Raw Knuckle, which is very good. So let's do it. Boom. And does Joey Jab? I wonder if this gets... Yeah, deal 5 damage twice to the target. So this is actually good with power stacks, right? So we'll certainly take it. I mean, the Joey Jab actually might get very, very strong. And what do you know? We get encouragement again. I mean, that's a really good move, actually. So we can use Surge Flux, right? And use encouragement again. Got 5 stacks now already. We can use Static Barrier. And encouragement again. Absolutely. So 6 stacks of power. The poison is applied, but our damage output is a lot more now. Okay, so these guys are going to shield up. We got 8 charge stacks on you. Let's go encouragement. Let's go dedication. Let's go encouragement. Let's go voltaic output. Actually, I could surge flux. So up to 11 now. More encouragement, you bet. Voltaic output. Boom. Big hit. More encouragement. So I think, like, encouragement, dedication, Asaru works really, really well when his companion has a free use move, right? And now we can Raw Knuckle and Joey Jab to victory. Joey Jab hitting for a massive 12 damage. Twice. Boom. And boom. Down goes the pine count. Encouragement, you bet. And Raw Knuckle. Just a fierce, fierce hit. Static Barrier, yes. Except for that was a 17 stack. Should have used Fade Back. We'll note that for the future. But 12 power stacks now. Alright, so, encouragement, yes. Let's hit the Surge Flux. So down to 3, not good, but more encouragement, you bet. We're very, very encouraged here today. Voltaic output. Let's use Static Barrier, actually. Well, actually, I could use Dedication. Let's use that. Okay, more Surge Flux. Alright, up to 10 now. That's good. Let's hit him. Take off that shield, you bet. More encouragement. Now we have 16 stacks. Joey Jab with 18 damage twice. And then a Raw Knuckle, which will hit for 26. So yeah, this guy's toast, man. A thing of the past. And of course, you love to see it. Get wrecked. And moving on. Got another fight here, so again, it looks like maybe we have some items or buffs. We'll certainly have to see what's up next. Okay, so encouragement, you get it? Dedication, encouragement times 2. So let's go Surge Flux with you. Okay, up to 9. That is good. So encouragement quickly. Let's use Static Barrier to stave off the damage completely. More encouragement, you bet. Voltaic output, I mean, it's a good hit at 14. Very, very good hit. More encouragement, you bet. Let's go Raw Knuckle. Boom. Big hit. Joey Jab. Excellent. I mean, great DPS there. In our opening sequence, our opening salvo, of course. Encouragement, yes. Dedication, you bet. More encouragement, yes. Well, let's see. So he's got 16. I mean, that's a really respectable number. Looks like you are the sequence, or the target, more like, of attack this turn. So we can use Raw Knuckle and then Fade Back. We'll need 2 AP for it. So let's use Voltaic output. Boom. Big hit for 16. More encouragement, yes. Very, very encouraged. Joey's going to be hitting for 22. I mean, I suppose I could use this. I could use this on you. Nice hit there. Encouragement, you bet. Let's go ahead and use this to take you out. And then fade back for the defense. Surge Flux, I don't want to use it because we have 17. Let's go ahead and end our turn there. Right, very good. Let's kick things off with some words of encouragement, of course. Dedication and more encouragement. I mean, he's a real encouraging guy, that Asaru. I tell you something. It's good to have an encouraging friend. Voltaic output, yes. Big hit there. More encouragement. Joey, what do you think? How about just a casual 30 damage? Like, no big deal at all. And then Raw Knuckle. Boom. For the win. Huge hit. And onwards we go. So let's see what we have next. So what is this? AP Vial found. -1 AP. Pick a monster, then a move to reduce its cost. Interesting. Otherwise, pick a monster, then a move to duplicate. Really? Duplicate the move of a monster? Well, I think I know which move I should duplicate. And obviously it's encouragement. Like, the answer is yes. So now we can get double the stacks of power quicker, right? Like, whenever we have the opportunity to get 1 stack of power, we can now get 2, which is terrific. These guys are pretty strong looking. 90 HP as well, plus 5 power as well. Okay. Well, let's double up this encouragement. And let's go ahead and use some dedication. Encouragement again. Okay, so he's got a stack of 7. These guys aren't attacking, so I could use Surge Flux. Goes down to 2. Not good. But does refresh our encouragement, of course. So let's keep just stacking the encouragement, man. Let's keep doing it. Static Barrier. Yes. Maybe we get a better roll. Okay, 14 is a much better roll. But more importantly, double stacks of encouragement. It's going to help us just melt through these units quicker. Voltaic output. We'll do it. Boom. That's a big hit. More encouragement. So let's go with the Joey jab. Boom. Alright, big hits there. More encouragement. And then, of course, let's close things out with a Raw Knuckle. To the face. You bet. Alright, good opening turn. Did what? 57 points of damage there. Alright, so this guy's going to be double attacked here. So we do have the static barrier option. But let's start things off with some encouragement and some dedication, and then some more encouragement, of course. Can probably just simply take one of these guys out. I mean, the Joey's hitting for... Yeah, the Joey's just going to take him out. And then we can refresh encouragement as well. Joey almost took him out, I should say. I stand corrected. Let's see. So if I use Voltaic output on you for a good hit, boom. More encouragement. He rolls 13 now. Let's take this guy out quickly. Let's use static barrier. And more encouragement, of course. I mean, you saw this coming. You saw it coming. 20 stacks of power. Surge Flux. Do we like 9? Let's roll it. More encouragement anyways. Up to 14 now. Very, very good. Right, so 22 power stacks on Asaru. He's going to really do some good things this particular turn. So let's keep going, guys. So, Voltaic output, yes. More encouragement. Joey's going to be hitting for, what, 29 twice? Almost gets him down, actually. And wow, the effect changes. You see that? Now it's like really hitting hard, right? Well, let's raw knuckle him into oblivion. You bet. Win, good guys. And onwards we go. Alright, so what is this? Looks like a very difficult battle ahead. Okay, so this must be like a boss fight. I can't identify these creatures, but we gotta stick with what has worked this entire run. Let's go, boys. Sparktis Osaru for victory. Okay, so 150 HP on these guys. 2 of them. Looks like they'll gain some block. And Poisonous Omen. I don't know what that does. But it doesn't sound very comforting. Sounds kind of ominous, actually. Well, let's go ahead and do what we do best. Stay nice and encouraged, I suppose. Nice and powerful. So he's got an 18 stack. I think you have to take this opportunity. Boom. Alright, big hit. More encouragement. I mean, they like quadruple us in HP, essentially. So an 8 stack. Let's go ahead and Surge Flux this. Up to 14 now. Very, very good. More encouragement. Let's use Static Barrier. And of course, you guessed it, more encouragement. Up to 9 stacks already. Joey Jab. Boom. Alright, couple of nice hits by the Joey. And more encouragement. And Raw Knuckle to end the turn. A big, big hit. And we got him about halfway already. Okay, so now they have Poisonous Omen applied to me. Monster receives 1 poison after taking unblocked damage. Okay, so... And then they have multi-attacks. Got it. That's like their whole shtick. That's their whole gimmick, if you will. So my guess is this does not go away whatsoever. I mean, I might be able to work to actually take one of these guys out. So this guy's attacking you. Let's keep that in mind. But we actually might be able to get this guy out of here. We'll see. Let's keep building the power. Surge Flux. Yes. Down to 1. Yikes. Well, that's really not good. Could always fade back, though, like we could. So, use Static Barrier on you, I suppose. Okay. Well, we have to take this guy out, essentially. Otherwise, we're in for a world of hurt. Double encouragement. Looks like he rerolls 2 on the charge. Not good. So what is this? 20. So 40. 28. So 68 total. I mean, it's not ideal. It really isn't. But I think it's more reason to simply just use Voltaic output for a weak 2 damage, but use it. And just forego trying to block anything. Because the original plan, of course, and I didn't see that they had block as well. The original plan was to try to get as much block on you as possible. But maybe that's really not an option. Huge hits by the Joey there, though. And more encouragement, of course. This guy will be going down next turn. We're going to be taking some flack here. Definitely going to be taking some hits, right? Okay, so that's what it does. It's kind of rough, but I think we'll be okay. Okay, so now they're powering up. Not a good time for that, guys. You are about to be crushed under the fist of the Joey. Alright, so 21. I mean, 35 total. In fact, I can probably start thinking about using Joey Jab Jab and then refreshing it, right? I think I should probably start doing that next turn, like starting next turn. I think so. But for this, let's go ahead and Raw Knuckle this guy. Boom. Get wrecked. Let's use Surge Flux. Alright, nice. 18. Very, very good. More encouragements. Voltaic outputs. More encouragement. Couple of Joey jabs. Just giant, like, bombastic hits, man. I really like that it changes depending on how many power stacks that you have. Like, that's a simple little thing that certainly did not have to be added. But the fact that it was is awesome. So let's go ahead and end our turn, and we actually should be winners real soon here. So let's go Joey jab. Boom and boom. Dedication. Joey jab for the win. And the Joey gets it done. You absolutely bet. And onwards we go. And it's at the end. End of demo. Thanks for playing. Check the Monsters tab from the main menu to see if you've unlocked everything. Full game releases August 14th, Pacific, or PDT, Pacific something time. Please wishlist and give feedback using the buttons below. So yes, indeed. So let's pop on back to the menu and let's quickly check out the Monsters tab. Okay, so we got a bunch that are locked up, it does look like. So unlock, use at least 5 different monster team combinations in battle during a single run. Okay. Deal at least 99 damage in a single hit. Wow. Well, you could certainly get there eventually with enough encouragement, I suppose. Have at least 5 moves forgotten in a single turn. In a single turn, really. Interesting. And then use at least 5 monsters 10 plus times in battle. Okay. And then a few others that are... Looks like you just have to reanimate them to unlock them properly. But this is the current roster of monsters here. And obviously you would expect to probably see more in a future release of the game. Right? Like the release that released today. My guess is there's probably a lot more. Let's see. So where's our boy... Yeah, Sparktus, right here. 611 damage dealt. And looks like he's got... So you see like the moved homes column over there? So those are the possible moves that they can learn. So pretty cool. It's cool that it differs from time to time as well, depending on the tome that you get. But anyways, my friends, this has been Necromancer for a week. A really fun little creature collector, 2v2 turn-based battler. It's got retro vibes. It's got, I guess, some Pokemon-esque type vibes, right? In that, you know, you can see the back of your monster and the front of the monster that you're trying to fight and beat down. I think Asaru is absolutely terrific. I think our run really transformed. Perhaps all we needed was just a little bit of encouragement. But if you want to get this game for yourself, it did just release today. So check it out on Steam. Link in the video description below, of course. And there is, at least at the time of recording, a free demo available too if you want to try out the demo for yourself. We did play the demo here today. So thanks so much for spending some time on the channel today, my friends. I do appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Smash the like button if you enjoyed yourself here today. And of course, become a subscriber as well. Help me get to 10,000 by year end. That is my goal. So if you want to help me meet my goal, just smash that subscribe button as well. I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. So I'm going to get on out of here, my friends, but I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.